All right, guys, let's roll. Happy August 12th, coming to you from HQ. Excited. Well, let's kick this off. Good to see everybody. We're going to go over to Carina. Carina is healing up very well. She took her first walk yesterday unassisted without her little scooter thing. And so, Carina, it's good to see you healing up. Let's get some words of wisdom from you for our quick teaching moment of the week. Let's roll.
All right, so today we'll talk about counter offers. This is a question that's come up, and that is when you are countering on the seller side, countering a buyer's offer, you can go back and forth several times, right? Seller counter, buyer counter, but you have to be really specific about the terms that you're countering. And if you don't counter a specific term, that is included in the offer. So if there's a credit or some sort of like point of sale ordinance or whatever, you as the listing agent need to counter every single one. And if it's not addressed, it stays with the offer. So please talk to me, the broker team, your advisor, somebody as a second set of eyes when going through this. If you have any questions or concerns, I'll also do a little bit longer explanation and like the quick guide from CAR in fast class, so you guys can revisit it when you do get your listings. But really important, counter those terms. They do stay with that offer unless they're specifically addressed. And then the second point is just sort of be prepared. Like when you're asking these sorts of questions, or you need to like get help or assistance from people, just come correct. Like be ready with whatever you're asking for help with, instead of sort of like dragging out the process. We were talking about that earlier. And even just like taking it one step further, when you commit to agents, when it comes to like open houses, coverage for other people in the office, whether it's showings, open houses, whatever, it's your duty to get that obligation covered if you possibly can, and to let that listing agent or the primary showing agent know as soon as possible if you can't. We're a team, we all work together. It's a small community, so don't burn bridges, because it could limit other people's opportunities in the future with that. So
I can agree with that more, you guys. And you never know. Sometimes you host an open house, it might be a little slower than maybe you do it the next weekend. Like, oh my God, is there going to be anybody there? All it takes is one person. We've all hosted an open house and you're closing up shop, and then somebody walks in that is unrepresented and turns out to be your newest buyer. And so give it a chance. And even if the neighbors see you out there, you should be knocking on the doors anyways. You should be canvassing. That should be a part of your flow. If you were just doing an open house, setting out signs the day of, going to your open house, turning on lights and hoping everybody will come in, you are doing open houses wrong. You should be using the open house as a marketing vessel. I don't care if you get it on Monday, if you get it on Friday. You should be shooting content. You should be going to a local bakery, a local place to get coffee. You should be putting it on your timeline. You should be putting it on Facebook. You should be creating an event. And then you also door knock the neighborhood and let them know that you're having an open house. And then you put out your signs and be ready and get there early, not run a frantic pace, because what's happening is that these leads are at the bottom of your funnel. They have the highest propensity to close in the next couple of months because they're out shopping. So we have to give it the love, the respect, and the pre-work that is needed for those people. So I want to encourage you guys to make sure that you're taking it up a notch when you're doing your open houses. We're not just out there putting out signs, they're hoping and praying someone's going to come and use it as a marketing vessel. So you guys, before we get started, do we have any newcomers to the call that we have to introduce? Let me just check. Going once, going twice. All right, cool. We are going to move on. Let me share my slides really quick. Boom, bam, we are in. And once again, we have a new look and feel to our slides. Thank you to Molly. Be welcome, be inspired, and as always, be home, be ready, be educated, and be resourced. And at the end of the day, we want to make sure that you guys have everything that you need to succeed. But let me go over to Molly in regards to this. This was a new slide. I want to make sure that we cover this. So Molly, let's have you take the mic.
Yes. So Friday, shout out to all my people who came to the night class on Friday. But we did talk about one of the tools that I think the team either has forgotten about or has not tapped into. But to streamline and kind of make remembering all these websites, tools, and resources that we have easy and available at a one-stop shop. Basically, we introduced StackWrap earlier this year, a few months ago. And you know, I'm getting a lot of requests for marketing. Can our VAs do this? Can they do that? Literally, you can find this form if you don't use the search bar in Slack. But if you access StackWrap, and then Elias, you can go to the next page. It houses the marketing form as well as all the other frequently forms that you guys use or frequently requested from marketing templates. Some of you guys are looking for templates that we've already created in Canva. So if you're looking for something on the go, or you haven't heard from our VA, obviously reach out to me. But if you're in a rush, those templates are available to you. You don't have to look anywhere. They live in StackWrap. High note, your listing presentations, you don't have to say, what's the link? Where's the link? It lives in StackWrap. Same thing with event requests. A lot of you guys are doing client parties. The holidays are coming up. They tend to get booked as well with your personal events. So again, everything lives here. Just visit the website that's right here down below. If you have short-term memory, just hit me after the meeting on Slack. I'll drop it to you. It's easy. Everything lives there. You can see the calendar. You can see your follow-up boss tasks. You can favorite the different forms that are in there. There is staff there. So if you're trying to get a hold of somebody or remember who's who or whatever, it's there. Your home tracker. Judith sends the email every Monday. You can access the home tracker anytime. So again, if you haven't tapped in, this is one less thing. Instead of having several tabs up, just have your StackWrap tab up. So again, shooting a reminder to you guys, visit it, check it out, but it houses a lot of what you guys are looking for. That's it. Be resourceful.
That's right. And you guys, listen, we have I've been asked for years to create some type of intranet to where all things live. And that's why we introduced StackWrap. But it is important for you guys to spend some time every single, maybe it's not every day, every other day, at least going through your emails, clearing things out. And I want to encourage you to read your emails, because so many of the things that you ask us are given to you. The instructions are in an email. Also, I want to encourage you to look at the messages in Slack. Most of the answers are readily available to you guys. And I used to have a mentor. He wouldn't answer a darn thing for me. Have you gone here? Have you gone here? You've gone here. We're a lot nicer than that. However, we want to make sure that you guys know you have all the tools, all the resources. You got to slow down. You got to look at your emails. You got to read the emails, and you got to listen to what's being said and shared in these meetings, in CARINA'S meetings, in Molly's meetings, and go out there and apply. So you guys, a lot of this falls on your shoulders. We're always going to be here for a reminder for you. But the last thing we want to do is continuously answer the same questions when it is readily available for you guys. So do your part, and we'll do our part as well to make life a lot easier for you as we continue to grow. So let's go into our new escrows for the week. Otis and Jacob got into contract in Richmond for $300,000. Let me see who I have on the line today. Otis, are you on the line? Can you talk about this deal? Talk to us about your strategy, what worked, and what was the formula to get this client into contract. And if you can't, put yourself on camera so we can see your amazing face.
All right, put myself on camera. Give me one sec.
There he is.
This was a returning client that I had helped her daughter earlier this year buy a property in Marina Bay, Richmond. For y'all that don't know, there's a special tax that comes with that. It's the Marina Bay tax, and it's been hard for lenders to close on that as of late. So we looked at a couple of properties. She literally pinged me out of nowhere, but she remembered, and she even told me, I can't thank you enough how much I knew you were in pain, but you were helping us every time it was raining. You came out. She said it was a no-brainer that I come back to you. So it's proof that, people are going to come back to you, do a good job. Sometimes they come back to you, you do a shitty job. But we're really grateful for, this year being my fourth year, getting more referrals now. No Zillow costs, no team leads. So it's pretty good. The strategy was, she's a strong buyer. She does a lot of the work. She looked at a lot of the properties. She wanted to make sure that she got something directly that was next to her daughter. So as soon as a couple of units came available, she was on them. We lost out with the same agent, but Jacob is really good at following up with agents. With the hey, even if it's just a backup, they say call back a week, he calls back the next day. So he was like, yeah, I remember you guys. So it was easy to get in contract. We are trying to roll with her regular lender, but sometimes that lender doesn't work at this Marina Bay tax thing. So we flipping them today. Should be easy close. So just thankful for the referral business.
Love it, bro. Well, congratulations to you. Congratulations to Jacob as well. I don't see Jacob on the line, but huge congratulations. Nicole Penland got into contract on a flex deal. And then Mara, this was quick, Mara, got into contract on her very first 433,000 up in Napa. She did it while driving in her beautiful lowrider, her Impala, which she's going to let me borrow on Saturday and just cruise for the afternoon. But Mara, talk to us about this deal if you can, your strategy, what worked, and the fact that you had to display some patience through this because you had told us about this, I think, on Monday on coaching. But share your strategy. Let's hear it, Mara. Congratulations to you.
Thank you. My strategy was my sphere, and also joining this team has been so important for me because prior to that, I mean, this is my first year as a real estate agent, and I started in February, and I kind of was starting to feel like I was floundering. I didn't have any direction. I was like, okay, I know that I need to be talking to people. I know that I need to be handing out my card, having these conversations, door knocking, all of these things, but I didn't have any real structure about it. So for me, when you put your energy into something, you get rewards, and that's exactly what happened. So in the last 30 days, I've just been all like, this has been my priority. I'm telling everybody. And the blessing for me, and I'm so humbled, and I will say this every time, is that I have I got the referral from a friend of mine who is an escrow agent in Napa and has worked for over 30 years in this business in this town. She is the VP of her Fidelity Natural, and she gave me the referral, and I just like, it almost brings me to tears because I'm like, every single agent in this town, and you passed it on to me. What the hell is going on here? So just shows that was my energy. So
Listen,
that's all I
Mara,
got.
from my seat and from my vantage point, you've just consistently showed up since you started. And you and I have done some coaching one-on-one, but you've consistently showed up to everything. But past that, you're not just showing up, you're going out there and doing the imperfect action, right? You can show up to everything and do nothing, or you can show up to everything and do imperfect action. And that's what I see from our side. And so congratulations on all your growth. And we're really glad that you found us and that you chose us to partner with. So congratulations to you on your first of many deals.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. I'll pick up the keys on Saturday. Going on. Toots got into contract out in Dixon, and V got into contract in Richmond. And forgive me, I do not see either of them on the line today. Let me just do a really quick check. Let me see. No, but one clap for them. Congratulations, ladies. Well done. We're going to continue cruising on. I do see this face. Evangeline got into contract with Roxanne for 620, and then Aaron Crisp got into contract for 652 out in Martinez. Evangeline, super mom, doing this all, living 3 hours away. Evangeline, love to see this partnership and this bond that is formed with you and Roxanne. Here's another one. Tell us about it. Let's roll.
Yeah, so we got my buyer, which is honestly one of my good friends, into contract in the city for new construction. So she was one of the, and I actually need to add that to our list because they're still trying to fill people up in this new development. It's called Reno in like 988 Harrison Street. So they're really trying to fill it up. And because of that, they're getting really aggressive with the pricing. So they were listed at 678 and we got in at 620. So that was really awesome. They're saying that they're going to close in like December, but they're really selling these units quickly. So I think she's going to close sooner than that. But it was awesome to go out with a friend, to go out with Roxanne, negotiate, ask all the right questions and make it happen. So yeah.
I love it. And there's just something about Roxanne. She makes the process really fun and very human. And so I'm sure you guys have a great time together as well.
Oh, yeah. She's a good time.
All right. Well, congratulations to you. New construction in the 600s in San Francisco. A few years back, we didn't hear that. So congratulations to you. Next up is Sierra. Sierra got in contract in Livermore for 975. Congratulations to Sierra. Absolutely killing it within the top 10 in production for volume this year. And she's still relatively a brand new agent with us. So congratulations to Sierra. Cruising on, Wanda got in a contract out in Tracy for 1.2. Wanda, I do see you on the call today. Let's turn the mic over to you. Tell us about that Tracy market. Tell me about what you experienced. Let's hear from you, Wanda. Talk to us about your strategy. Good to see your face. Let's roll.
Hello, good morning, team. This was a Sphere lead that I met them 3 years ago, a sister of a friend of mine's. And they have been looking at the Tracy Hills market or Mountain House for about 3 years now. And so they have been coming over from Fremont every weekend, just looking themselves. And they finally found the perfect house that they were looking for. They called me and said, "We're ready to put you to work." I had tried to encourage them to list their Fremont home first so that we wouldn't end up, trying to rush it to market. But that's exactly what's happening because they wanted to make an offer. So we made an offer. The house was originally on the market for 1.398. The seller did $100,000 reduction the week that we made our offer. And so I called the agent and I asked her, what kind of price are you guys looking for? Because I know we're not going to come in at the ask. And she said, "Well, what do you think?" And I said, 1,250,000. She said, "Well, that's kind of where we want to be." So we waited another 2 weeks. There was still really no activity on it. I called her again and I said, "We're going to come in with our offer today." And she said, "Oh, awesome." I said, "Do we have any competition?" She said, "No." So I took another 10,000 off the price, and the seller right off the bat said that they would pay 2.5% commission to me. So I wrote it up, and
Yo,
the seller's father actually has the same floor plan listed next door. They're selling two houses, trying to and move to next door again to each other. But he got
love it.
upset because he wasn't expecting me to lower the price some more, but he didn't counter the price or the commission. Some petty things that they countered, nothing that we couldn't live without. And so we're in contract, and I have the seller's home having his first open house this weekend. And that one came into the market at 1,380,888. So you should
Let's
see
go.
that one soon.
Let's go. Well, congratulations. One, I'm curious, was that actually in Tracy proper or is it in the Tracy Hills?
It's in the original Tracy Hills. That house was built in 2019. The other
Wow.
sweet thing about that house, they have over 300,000 in upgrades in there. That house,
Beautiful.
everything, and they couldn't get their money back out of their improvements. That's what they were trying to do, but the market has gone down.
Yeah.
So they
Well,
accepted that offer.
congratulations. Nonetheless, I don't understand Tracy Hills. It seems like it's in such a weird place, but I know a lot of commuters move out there. And so that Tracy Hills has been developed. I mean, I don't even know how many homes are there now, but now they're building on the other side of the highway.
Yeah.
My hope is that they eventually make the freeway that they've been saying that's going to go from Patterson all the way down to the South Bay. So fingers crossed that happens, frees up the traffic that happens on the Altamont. I'm going to go to TT. Tanisha, what do you got for us? You threw your hand up, and great job, Wanda.
Well, I threw my hand up because congratulations, Wanda. Super excited for you and your clients. From what I hear, you're listing a property in Fremont. I live in Union City. I would love to hold your open houses if you have that opportunity.
Okay, I love this and the fact that you spoke up. I want you to make sure you guys take this offline and you guys connect. Yeah. But I love the boldness and you stepping up in this moment, Tanisha. So great job. Looking forward to good things to come from this partnership. So great job, Wanda, and great job, TT, for taking a stand and saying, "I'll take that." V got her listing in contract in Richmond for 540. Congratulations once again, V. Eric, while on vacation in Puerto Vallarta, got into contract on his listing for 1.333. So congratulations to Kang. And so you guys, we did back-to-back 11 new escrows this week. 11 new escrows the week prior, a little bit lower than where we have typically been. Our average is typically anywhere from 15 to 22 deals per week. And so I believe that now that kids are going back to school, more people are going to be out shopping, more time for us to prospect. Our kids are out of the house. We have actual time to go to the office, to prospect, to go to events. So I believe that this next couple of weeks, things will pick up. That is my thought. And that is my my hope for everybody. So you guys, let's go over to Molly. Molly, you want to talk about this, and then I'll go on.
Yeah,
what do we got?
short and sweet. Again, thank you to everybody who has donated over the past several months, whether they were clothes, balls, school supplies. Gary did pick up the supplies that our team donated for their event that they just had this past weekend. And so for August, we're just gonna let you guys take a breather. So no community driven event this month, but we will be back in September with a new ask. If you have any suggestions or an organization or something in your local community that you support or that's going that you'd like the team to be a part of, please reach out to me and we will see what we can do or how we can try to make it work. But yeah, this month we'll take a break.
Love it. And we will be doing training today. We're going to talk a little bit about farming today, but we're also going to talk about your fourth quarter marketing plan. What I want to do is I want to help you guys look at the next quarter because you guys, it's right around the corner. What I want you guys to do is be able to prepare, plan ahead, and know what your marketing campaigns are going to be from now until the end of the year. We want you to know how to make sure that you want to make sure that you know how to put your marketing request in. When you think about all the things that are going to be happening for fall season, for Thanksgiving, for October, for Christmas, for New Year's, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, everything in between, you guys have a huge opportunity in the next few months to capitalize on your marketing, but it's not going to be done by chance. It's going to be done by having a plan. So we're going to do that in the office today. We'll talk a little bit about farming, more about your marketing plan. I'm also going to do this in Stockton on Friday at 12 o'clock. So I'll put that in our group chat. That way you guys can go and attend if you guys cannot make it all the way out here. Next Lunchbox Social is going to be the 21st. Stay tuned for what the menu will be. Shout out to Brian and everything he does to make sure our bellies are full and that we come together. You guys, we do this every year and not every office will do this, but we are different. We host the Success Summit, the Tom Ferry Success Summit. This is an all-day event. The screens will be on. That is like going to the conference without having to pay the big bucks. It's going to be the 26th to the 28th. It's going to be broadcasted here, live stream, as well as live stream in Stockton. So make sure that you guys block your calendar. Also, if you have friends in the industry at other brokerages, you want to invite them to come out. This is open to everybody. We'll have some fun. We'll learn. And then after that, we'll unpack whatever you guys learn from these sessions and we'll have a roundtable discussion, most likely at coaching. That is probably the best place to do that. So make sure that you guys are here, choose the spot, circulate through both of them, whatever the case is, but we want to see you guys here for the summit. Now, Headshot Day. Listen, what I love about our company is that we're constantly giving you an opportunity to get new headshots. You guys should have a whole catalog of headshots that express different times of the year, different expressions, fun, partnership, all kinds of things. Like Evangeline, you and Roxanne should come in and do partner headshots since you're partnering on so many deals. But take advantage of this. If you're an agent on this call right now and you have not gotten your headshots, take this opportunity. This is your advantage of being a part of our company. You get free headshots. So make sure that you're here. It's going down on the 28th and the 29th. So make sure to book your session. All right, guys, it is on. Do not miss out. I'm actually, Molly, can you drop the link for EXPCon in the chat? Also, I want to share this with you guys as well. So EXPCon is obviously going down in a couple months. If you have the ability to be there, to go out and enjoy this event, I promise you, it will be a very, very fun time. You're going to meet some people, potential referral partners as well. So we'll drop the link for EXPCon. It was sent. Okay, perfect. It was sent already. And there's also this. You have the ability to attend a private party and mastermind through our Fast Forward Movement group. And what's cool about this is that you get to meet people that you see on screen every single Monday. You guys get to come together for a really cool mastermind the day before EXPCon. But I want to share this with you because this is cool. Last year, we hired Flo Rider. This year, they hired Wycliffe. They shut down Live Nightclub. He's going to go out there and do a private performance for everybody that comes to this event. And so we'll drop that link as well. So if you're going to be in Miami, go to EXPCon, go to the Fast Forward Movement Mastermind as well as party. I promise you guys, this is just one of those things that people are going to talk about all year long. Highly, highly recommend that you get yourself out to Miami. How many of you are already committed to going? Anybody have tickets so far? Please raise your hand if you've got tickets. My room is booked. That's right. My room is booked. Fast Forward Movement. We'll be there representing Live Nightclub, the whole thing. So I want to encourage you guys. Let's have some fun. Let's go meet the people that we only see on screen. Let's go make connections. Let's go make referral partners. And let's just hear the gospel of EXP as a company. When you're in that room, you see the magnitude and the reach and the power that our company has and how agent-centric we truly are. Obviously, we do a lot to support you here at Fast Real Estate, but the big picture of the company, I want to get you guys super involved. There's so many great things that you guys can learn from AI, from different tools, but at the end of the day, just sitting poolside and making connections and having some fun. And, you know, it's a really spicy place to be. Miami's cool. And if you guys have the ability to go out there, share some time with us, learn, fill up your cups, I highly encourage that. So that's all we have for you. Kenny, anything you have for the order before we head out?
No, nothing for me.
Okay. Thank you, Russell Simmons. You guys, I'll be here in the office all day long. If you need anything at all, you know where to find your boy. I do want to make an announcement. Tomorrow is the first day of school for Silas. Let me think. No, I'm not canceling coaching because I can get back to my computer by 8:25. So never mind. Coaching is still on for tomorrow. But you guys have an amazing week. If your kids are back in school, you should have no excuses. Get your ass moving, get your business moving, go out there and do the actions. Take that time when they're at school, not to go back to sleep and rest, to get your ass out in the field and have some fun and build your business. If you need anything, you know where to find me. Have an amazing week. And as always, be you, but fast. Peace, everybody.
Peace.